Thanks for watching. This is James, the Lease Master, your resource for all things office, industrial, and retail. So for today's search, we're going to be looking at an office user. This is a client of ours that owns several other properties, and they're actually moving out of one, so they need to get some just office space for their staff, and they want to look in the Meyerland area. So we're going to broaden that a little bit, but let's go ahead and start off by looking in Meyerland first. I want to outline that market in particular. Actually, an easier way to do this is going to be by areas where we know these clusters of buildings are. So I'm going to go ahead and use our polygon tool first. Now, when we look at the Houston market, or the southwest quadrant, so to speak, the further out we get from downtown Houston, we start seeing the softening of prices for office space. So Midtown, Montrose, River Oaks, Uptown, these are going to be your premium. Texas Medical Center, these are going to be your higher rent rate locations. Now, my client specified that he wanted to stay within a $3,000 a month range. Now, assuming that he needed about 1,500 square feet, that puts his price point for the annual gross rent to be roughly about $2 per square foot per month. Okay, so that's going to take all of this out, and that's going to push us out toward 59, and I want to say near 59 market. So we're going to look at the uptown area a little bit. Memorial here. We're going to cut out River. Well, let's include part of River Oaks here. We're going to push out to 610 to make sure we get this part of the market, and we need to include Sharpstown as well. And we'll stop at the Beltway. This is pretty broad, but there's some good office product. There's a reason or method behind the madness here. There's some good office product on the Beltway here. That's a very great value. 59, Sharpstown is not an area that I bring a lot of clients to, but there are areas that are here, up here that are also very good. So let's go ahead and see what's available. Now, office, industrial, and retail altogether, there's 286 properties that fit this profile. Once we lower this to just office space, we're going to drop that down to 188. That's still a lot. Now, we're going to look at full service gross leases. That drops it to 94. That's going to make it easier to fit within that 3,000 price point. And I'm going to go further to say I want nothing greater than 3,000 a month here. There we go. All right, and I'm not going to include undisclosed rent, so that drops it down to 74. So this is a broad list. That's still more than I really like to give my client. So I'm going to click on existing spaces, making sure there's no new developments here. Okay, and it looks like that's pretty broad. So if I had to start taking out some of these properties, I want to narrow it down for Memorial a little bit and focus what's on the Beltway here, because he did say Meyerland was an area that he was interested in. So I'll also tighten this up, because there's no need to look this far back if there's so many options we can choose from this close. So I'm going to not include West Chase. Here I'm going to tighten this up somewhat. And now we have 48 properties. That's much more manageable. So if you like this footprint here, then we're good. This is everything in this market. If you want me to expand it, or if you want to see an expanded list, let me know in the comments and I can do that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and check out the results. Now I can tell you, looking at this list, there's some really good options here that I know in this market have the amenities that my client wants. Once again, when you look at Harwin and whatnot, those are not properties I'm really excited about, but they're great values. They'll give you really good rental rates. 7211 Regency is a favorite of mine. I think they do great deals there. But these properties here, they're typically Class C. They're older developments built anywhere from 1975 to about 1985 here. So as we get closer, when you see properties like 6200 Savoy, these are really, really great values on space, which have security. They're well maintained. A lot of them have spaces with kitchens in them. My client wanted that. So these are properties here that I'd feel really comfortable being able to recommend. So there are a few standouts that I like here. At the top of the list, if you're willing to pay that Class A rate, for a smaller space, you can get into Phoenix Tower, which is the largest building in Greenway Plaza. Great option, great curb appeal. You can also drop down and look at 2400 Augusta, and these are all really, really good spaces. So I think we have a good cross section here of what could work. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to a report. I hope this information was helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching.